now?
Yep, you're on.
Okay, great. All right, so the objective for this presentation is to introduce a new concept option for the National Incident Management System's Incident Command System, or NIMS and ICS. It's a couple acronyms that are going to go through this today. One of which will benefit the response and recovery missions through an all hazards approach. The target audience would be people who already have familiarity with ICS 400 and are already familiar with the NIMS and the ICS. I'm going to outline this proposed change and the academic and training changes which can be performed to affect this change for practitioners. So my name is Mike Prasad and I'm a graduate student in emergency and disaster management, and this is a highlighted version of my capstone project. Today, the model for incident command of emergencies or disasters looks a lot like this. Under NIMS, there are command and general staff positions organized within the ICS. As the incident expands, the organizational chart grows to fill these positions, and then downward from the branches or sections of finance and admin, logistics, operations, and planning shown here. What's missing today is a new concept, emergency management intelligence, to be applied to NIMS and ICS from the start. Some examples of emergency management intelligence include, but are not limited to, geospatial intelligence systems, weather intelligence, impact overall essential elements of information, sometimes called EEIs, and the new FEMA-defined community lifelines. No branch or section in today's ICS can curate all of these elements together, nor do they work now in the preparedness and mitigation disaster cycle phases, as most of the ICS exists only for response and recovery. The proposal is to add a new branch or section to the incident command system. A new definition for emergency management intelligence, which is very different from the current optional intelligence investigation core capability, or I&I. This capstone project provides the wraparound work to develop new training and education courseware in support of this concept. So what exactly is emergency management intelligence, and how is it different from law enforcement intelligence and investigation? We invite you to review a short article from the Domestic Preparedness Journal at your convenience. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat after I'm done talking here. But in short, it's the actionable intelligence which is applicable to any ICS branch or section, not just operations. It's more the what could happen to whom rather than just the what's being done now. It provides the fact-checking behind consequence management elements of planning. And it's curated from multiple sources, including law enforcement sensitive intelligence sharing under the need to know criteria for unclassified material sharing. It's very different from law enforcement intelligence gathering, and its practical application should be exercised by teams before being implemented. So that's what it would be. It's law enforcement and moving law enforcement intelligence and investigation under operations and having a new intelligence branch, which is much more overarching, covers a lot more material, as I mentioned in one of the previous slides. And the aspects of law enforcement intelligence investigation that are applicable to the incident itself, you know, something's discovered and it's going to be impacting logistics or it's going to be impacting other operations. That information should be shared upward so that it can be disseminated throughout the group. There's currently a gap in FEMA training and education available for law enforcement intelligence and investigation itself, as the FEMA-based training is structured today. Now is the time to take advantage of this and build something different, collaborating with experts in the field and in academia. The paradigm shift is to add true emergency management intelligence to the NIMS ICS construct formally and move I&I to a more applicable position under operations, spanning both the spanning both the response and recovery disaster cycle phases. By formally defining emergency management intelligence, it's also an opportune time to revise existing and create new training and educational courseware, both on the practitioner side and on the academic side. FEMA and the National Disaster Preparedness Consortium modules can be created and adjusted, as can the National Wildlife Consortium group as well too. Wildfire Consortium, I'm sorry. And colleges and universities with emergency or disaster management programs can adopt new courseware aligned with the study of emergency management intelligence. Finally, collaboration and coordination with groups, professional associations such as the All Hazards Incident Management Team would validate training and education for actual use by branch section leaders as well as incident commanders. So this capstone project provides the elements needed to move this concept to reality for the inclusion of emergency management intelligence as a new branch or section to the incident command system.